Hello everyone. This is the very first IDEAX talk. The purpose of IDEAX is different from a traditional seminar or conference presentation. So instead of explaining you guys an entire paper, the goal is to explain one original idea that introduces a new way of thinking. And today I would like to start with explaining the central idea behind our work on Runtime Assurance with Stability Regulation, or RTA star. Here RTA stands for Runtime Assurance, and star coming from stabilities STA and regulations R, so STA plus R star. And before I start, the entire concept can be summarized in one sentence, which is control theory itself should serve as the supervisor of any intelligent control law. AI, human, we're gonna dive into details. I think this talk is very timely. All right. Modern control systems increasingly rely on controllers that are extremely difficult to analyze mathematically. There are many examples. For example, computer science codes, reinforcement learning, neural network controllers, human operators, heuristic decision systems, and many other non-deterministic algorithms. And these controllers can indeed perform remarkably well after sufficient training, sufficient expertise. However, they usually do not come with mathematical guarantees on closed-loop system stability, and hence we call them as the unsafe controllers and denote them with this UU symbol. RTA star is introduced exactly to solve this problem. Rather than trusting an unsafe controller at all times, a supervisor, in this case the RTA mechanism, continuously monitors the behavior of a dynamical system through receiving its state. And whenever this supervisor, control theory supervisor, believes something undesirable may happen, then the next control action is transferred to a certified safe controller, in this case denoted as the US. And throughout this talk, green will denote the safe controller and orange will denote the unsafe controller. So we are going to determine this logic. So before we start, this is Control Theory 101 Basics. Here I would like to present some background material on how we design a safe control law alone. So here we have a linear time invariant system driven by only one controller. Now there is no two controllers here, only one controller, which is the safe controller. And for the stabilization problem, for example, we need to determine this matrix K, right? We need to select this Ks such that X, starting from any initial condition, X will die out. So let's apply this safe controller to this linear time invariant system. This is our closed loop system. And this closed loop system matrix A plus B Ks must be Hurwitz, right? Otherwise, solution will not die out, will not vanish to zero. And you can make it Hurwitz, meaning all real part of the all eigenvalues must be on the left half plane. You can use pole placement, linear quadratic regulator, among other examples. And once you make this select Ks such that A plus Bk is Hurwitz, of course, system needs to be A and B must be at least stabilizable. Once you make it Hurwitz, then it satisfies this Lyapunov equation. For a given positive definite R, you can always find the positive definite P satisfying this Lyapunov equation. And you can analyze this. This is a simple LTI system, and you can just look at the solution. But I would like to use a Lyapunov function because it extends to nonlinear systems as well. For example, to analyze this system, you can consider this Lyapunov function candidate, which is positive definite and radially unbounded, since P is positive definite, and you take its time derivative, which is 2x transpose P x dot, and x dot I am inserting here whatever the x dot is, in this case A plus B Ks plus K. Since I have two of them, I separate them as they are the same. I separate them twice. And for the first term, since the first term is a scalar, transpose of a scalar is itself. So I take its transpose, because now you have this A plus BK as transpose P plus PA plus BKS, such that we can use this Lyapunov equation to arrive global exponential stability, in this case, minus X transpose Rx. Now, this global exponential stability is the stability property of the safe control law. Now, we would like to preserve this. In the next slide, now, when we talk about RTA star, we are going to have two control entities. One of them is the unsafe controller, other one is the safe controller. And we want our unsafe controller to act like the primary controller to drive the system. Again, this controller, based on my many years of experience, sometimes I work with sponsors that their controllers look like a lookup table. Sometimes some AI mechanism, sometimes human. And based on, for example, human expertise, they want human to act as the primary controller. But what happens if the human fails due to some fatigue, some other conditions? Same, let's say you want AI to drive your system, but what happens? It is like what happens if it encounters an untrained data? So we don't want unsafe controllers to fail, although they don't have a stability theory like this safe control law. Anyway, to make the long story short, now I would like to explain you the idea. So this system is driven by two controllers. Unsafe controller, is acting as our primary controller. Again, once again, which can come from an expertise, many hours of training. It doesn't matter. And US, the safe controller, acting like the backup controller. Whenever you fails, US will save our system. And while doing so, we would like to preserve the main stability metric of the safe control law. Now, how we do that? We do this by enforcing safe control law stability property using Lyapunov theory. Now, you have the same Lyapunov function that is coming from the safe control law. But now, we don't know whether the safe controller or the unsafe controller is driving the system. So when I calculated V dot 2x transpose px, I inserted this system, ax plus bu. Now, we would like to enforce that this right-hand side is less than or equal to minus x transpose rx. If we can enforce this, then we know our v dot is decreasing, right? Minus x transpose rx, such that, if unsafe controller satisfies this property, if unsafe controller renders that this is less than minus x transpose rx, of course, we let the unsafe controller to drive the system. If it doesn't satisfy that property, we switch to the safe controller. Now, for this, we define the stability metric. We take this right-hand side of the Lyapunov derivative, and we add this x transpose rx. Why? Because if this h is less than or equal to 0, meaning that I can write it here. If we have this is less than or equal to 0, then this means that, right, this is equivalent to say that this is less than x transpose rx. That's why we are defining the stability metric like this. Now, how to enforce this? We have this algorithm 1, which is the first algorithm of the RTA star framework. Again, this IDEAX talk will introduce you the main idea. Now, at time 0, we don't know what, whether the unsafe controller can do any harm to the system in terms of stability. To prevent this, we start with the safe controller at the initial time. Then, look at this h. We go to this stability metric and we insert UU. If our unsafe controller makes this h less than 0 strictly, then of course we let unsafe controllers drive the system, because in this case, this unsafe controller, whatever it is, human, AI, it doesn't matter. It doesn't do any harm in terms of stability to our dynamical system. If our stability metric does not satisfy is not strictly less than 0, then stop. We have to use the safe control law. Why? Because we already know, safe from the previous slide, safe control law, when it is inserted, it already guarantees that makes the Lyapunov derivative minus x transpose Rx. And then you basically apply the same logic and repeat from basically these steps. All right, so this is the main paper, which is published last month in June in the International Journal of Robust and Nonlinear Control. The first author is my postdoctoral researcher, Deniz Kurtoğlu, and this is in collaboration with our Air Force Research Lab folks, Young, David, and Eloy. And in this paper, again, you can see for this IDEAX talk, I covered the linear time invariant case and algorithm 1, but it extends to nonlinear systems as well. So you can use this RTA star to drive, to let unsafe controllers to drive nonlinear systems with the backup controller, which is the safe controller. And throughout this talk, I mentioned global exponential stability. Depending on the needs of your application, you can replace this. Again, global exponential stability is the stability property of the safe control law. You can replace it with Lyapunov stability, global asymptotic stability, or uniform ultimate boundedness, depending on the system, depending on your applications. And here, algorithm 1, it is a little bit brutal in the sense that it is a hard switching between safe and unsafe controller, and this can cause limit cycle behavior. Basically, in this paper, you are going to see algorithms 2 and 3, which prevents limit cycle behavior. And I'm not covering this in this IDEAX talk. Once again, I would like to I want to introduce you the key concept with some examples which will follow. Now, of course, there are existing runtime assurance mechanisms in the literature. So what is the big difference between RTA star versus standard runtime assurance mechanisms? First of all, in the current literature, RTA mechanisms acting like a safety violation. For example, let's say, look at this robot, my arm, and let's say there is a human, in this case, my protein shake. Okay, whatever happens, I don't want my arm to hit to this protein shake. So basically, existing RTA mechanisms monitors how close my robotic arm to this protein shake, and whenever it gets close, it overrides the algorithm. In this case, safe controller starts to drive the system, which prevents my arm to hit this protein shake. So this is how standard runtime assurance mechanisms works. And here RTA star shifts runtime assurance from constraint monitoring to stability regulation. In fact, by using this RTA star, you can safely use any AI or any other controllers with stability guarantees, because you always have the backup controller and you are always enforcing the stability property of your backup controller, in this case the safe controller. And we use Lyapunov stability theory as the decision-making criterion for supervisor control, and also we create a general supervisor framework for integrating intelligent controllers with provable stability guarantees. All right. Too much discussion, but I think, I hope you got the main idea. This is one of my favorite examples in the paper, which is the inverted pendulum on a cart, one of the benchmark problems in control theory. And in this case, human is acting as the unsafe control law. In this case, if you remember the first author, Deniz is acting as the human operator here. And in particular, she may perform well most of the time, but there is no mathematical guarantee, right? The closed-loop system, to claim closed-loop system is exponentially stable when she acting like the operator for this, applying her control actions to this card. So in this example, RTA star continues to monitor the stability criteria condition. And as long as the human's actions preserve stability, meaning that Deniz is not breaking the pendulum, she remains in control. Otherwise, RTA star switches to the safe controller. For example, this is the pendulum angle, and here experiment starts at 2 seconds, and we also plot Lyapunov derivative, always less than 0. So at 2 seconds, her input is orange, and green is the safe control laws, and dotted black line is the actual control input applied based on the RTA star to this framework. So this is a relatively short experiment. So you basically balance the pendulum. So here RTA star lets her to drive the system up to around 2.5 seconds. And then probably her control input is not safe. It switches back to the safe controller and it drives pendulum angle to 0. Now, the key takeaway is that RTA star is not limited to supervising artificial intelligence or learning algorithms. It can supervise any controller, so it is very broad, including a human, as long as the desired stability guarantee, in this case global exponential stability, for the sake of this IDEAX talk, guarantee can be evaluated. The second example here demonstrates the RTA star framework using a reinforcement learning controller as the unsafe control law. Now, of course, as of today, there are reinforcement learning algorithms that can guarantee stability as well. But here, for this example, we use Q-learning, and we performed, if my memory is correct, 50,000 around give and take iterations, and to control this mass, and with this control input, this is the mass position, we remove the pendulum, and after the sufficient training without any stability guarantee, we let this reinforcement learning controller, unsafe controller, to drive the system. So similar to previous example, as long as the reinforcement learning controller satisfies the stability condition, it remains in control. So when we start the algorithm, basically first safe controller drives the system. So dotted line is matching with this green line. But then RTA star logic lets the unsafe controller to drive the system because it satisfies the stability property, and you can understand from here it drives x1, the position, to 0 as well. Lyapunov derivative is nicely less than or equal to 0. By the way, our theory always guarantees this to be happening. So this is not coming from just simulation. In the paper, we have rigorous stability properties for 3 different algorithms and for linear and nonlinear cases. So up to here, around 1.7, 1.8 seconds, when x1 position is close to 0, it switches to the safe controller and stays there. So this is how you can, your primary controller, in this case, Q-learning reinforcement learning algorithm, it lets to drive the system, but whenever it fails to maintain a stability condition, which I covered, it switches back to the safe controller. So the important message here is that RTA star does not replace intelligent controllers. It enables their safe deployment by supervising them through control theoretic stability guarantees. Well, every foundational idea can often be summarized in a single sentence. For this work, that sentence is: control theory should serve as the supervisor of intelligent control laws. It can be human, AI, it doesn't matter. That's why at the beginning I mentioned that this paper of ours is very timely, considering the hype in AI, as well as the always continuing human-in-the-loop control applications. I hope this talk helped illustrate not only how the framework works, but more importantly, why this simple conceptual shift opens a new perspective in control theory and runtime assurance. Thank you for joining this IDEAX talk, and thanks for watching.